quick design. I like to design on squares. Okay, since these squares are too small, I'm going to use 2 for 1. So the first part of this design is going to be about how can we find areas of space. We only see 1, 2, 3, 4 areas of space when we use the multiplications. We cut boxes in half, which makes them whole between two spaces, as you can see. This is just an equation. Two half spaces are whole in their own, but they're whole as one as half as two. Do you follow what I'm saying? It's very confusing. So we're going to put dots in every single area that goes around. When we do the multiplication sign, we get 4. When we do the addition, so when we create this star, okay, in which on a dice cube you have 3, 6, 9, you will only have 3 and 3 or 3 and 3. So look from where it comes. We get 2 from the X, but we get 2 from opposite sides. In French, they call this accent grave and aigu. Okay, usually to me this means on strike and in the sewer. That's what it means in French to me. So you can see one will come from here and here, and then the other side will come from here and here with 1 in the center. Now, if we are going to make connections between these, we want to find the half space. The only way to create the half space is to create the diamond. And by creating the diamond, we find an exact area we can place our next dot. So we went from 4 with an X to 4 with the online area to we've picked up another 4 in the in-between spaces over here, which gives us a total of 12. Now what I want to do is I'm going to connect this connection over here. Now there's something, this is rather a small design, so I'm going to show it to you a little bit bigger because there's something in here that most likely will not see, but I make it up as I go anyways. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to take this as so. Okay, and if you did, and if you did notice, we have an X here. And the extension of the X here, in fact, I'm going to have to, should I get another color? I'm going to get another color out of the drawer. Just give me a second here. Never sure which color to use. Okay, so we're going to use a blue. So we have an X over here. At the same time, we can create an X over here. There's 2 separate X's divided by a fine line. Now we have an X over here is 3, and an X over here is 4. That would make the complete. Now we have XO, or we have 10, 20, 30, another O. We have 8, or we have 88. This 88 separates. But there's also other things that come along with this, because the line that goes this way, I can now create my N. The line that goes this way, I can now create my Z. You see, there's no line going across the center or the halfway point, but if we had a line going through the halfway point, we would create our H. Now, if we'd be dividing the 2 sides, or dividing as we spoke 3 and 3, 6, and I'm not going to get into the whole thing right now because I'm just thinking it up as I go, we get automatically the I. When we create the I through it, we are going to close off this area over here on the inside. Closing off the inside area over here. Okay, that's where we get our I. It becomes inside the circle. Anyways, what I'm doing this design for, I'm actually designing this for another reason. And the reason for this design is I'm going to fill it in for you. I'm going to split with you and create where the H would go. And creating that H, okay, in creating the H, what's going to happen is you will see that this design, right, is my spade. Here is my spade. I just like to just make it a little bit more so we have the spade at the top. So what do you think we have at the bottom? That's left over. Okay, as it's left over, these areas which constant for the stand of my spade, okay, this area over here will constitute my heart. Or my V. So we have what is the spade above or the heart below, but in any case, we must use this complete area here to withstand. So now you know how we create this. And if you look, it creates H-I-N-Z, Heinz. The 8th, the 9th, the 14th, and the 26th letter equals 57. We spell Heinz 57. Red moon, Heinz 57, the same number value that goes through the moon, the slant that goes through the moon, and our relationship with our heart and our spade going through the moon, and how does it cut through our body? I don't want to talk about it right now. Raphael, 7286, in the constellation of Pegasus. Even if there's more, we'll leave it for another time. Thank you for watching this video.